Okay, so this is the first screen of Mosaic. When you open it up, you'll see you have your job information here. This is very important. When you come in here, you're going to set up your new job. For the sake of this video, I am going to create a new job. I'm going to save changes to this current job, and I'm going to name my new job just for testing. I'm going to hit OK. This is my new job. Now, usually I put it as a customer name, and you also want to do the customer name here as well. You also want to fill out as much information as you can here. It makes it much easier to track our customers. Job notes right here is very useful to put any kind of information that we have for them, such as the color, the door style, things like that, so we can track it. Anything that we may need to note down for their job, any little custom requests that they might have. This way we don't forget. Helps really to remember when we go back to a customer, since we'll be dealing with multiple customers. We don't want to get things confused, so this is very useful. And then I'm going to show you in this video mostly the settings, because I feel like the settings deserve its own video. It's very important. um, as you can see here, we have a template that we can use, and we could save templates. So in this video, as you can see, we have them defaulted to grooved, which is also called the vibe door design that we have on our website. So just keep that in mind. This is one of the more popular ones, so I just keep this as default. This hasn't been saved with the new defaults, but this is, we use two different handles. This is the squared modern handle, and then this one right here is the circular handle that we use. Those are the only two that we use, is T-bar 8 and 4/5 and SS pull. Okay, so that's fine that it's on SS pull. Let's save that. Now this one is not the right hinge. We always want to make sure it's the EXT frameless stainless steel 3D hinge. So that is very important. If we use the SS and not the SS3D, the hinges won't work. So always make sure that it's SS3D. I am going to update this template to make sure that it defaults to these hinges, so we shouldn't have to worry too much about that down the road. The drawer boxes, you pretty much just leave this. You don't need to mess around with this. This is for our specific sliders. We only use one type of slider, and we only use one type of construction for our drawer boxes and our tray boxes. The end panels, these are going to be your finished ends that get applied to the left end or the right end on a finished cabinet, but also the panel backs here, and we can change that to one of the other designs here. We can try to match it, and so if we're trying to match our design, we could select one of the designs that they have used for their cabinetry. Okay, so that is your end and back panels. How you control the design, they will show up in the cabinet project tab. Your materials, this is also very important to understand. We do one or two things. So typically we do two types of material. We usually use light gray for all of the unfinished ends, such as all the insides, the shelves, the drawer boxes themselves, all made of light gray. This is the inside of the cabinet. All of the outside of the cabinetry, such as your doors and all of your finished ends, as well as your drawer fronts, are going to be a different color, your main color. So the only time we will be using HDPE is when we're using one material. So the best example of this is if we are using white, or if we're using light gray. If the customer wants light gray as their cabinet color, that means that all the sheets are going to be light gray. So we don't need to tell it to use two different sheets. But let's say a customer wants to do dark blue. what we're going to do is change this to HDPE UE, unfinished end, and then we're going to change this to HDPE unfinished end. These two need to be changed if we are using two types of material. So that means all the unfinished material is going to be the light gray, and then we'll have one separate for the finished. Doesn't matter what it is. So that's very important. Now onto your textures. This is very handy for your previews. So let's say this customer is going with a dark, the indigo blue. So we will set indigo blue, indigo blue. All of your exterior is going to be indigo blue, and now your interior is going to be light gray. Hardware we could set to cloud white or snow day, doesn't really matter. The molding and banding also should probably, I don't think that really matters. Countertops, we are doing outdoor cabinets, so we don't want a wood floor. I like to go with the concrete, keeps it simple. And if we're doing a dark blue, I like to do something lighter. This is a okay option. There's lots of different options to play with. I like the contrast of something white, so we can go with that. So this is very important for your preview, how things are going to look once you start designing it, and also exporting it into SketchUp. So very important to have this be accurate. Your libraries, you don't need to worry about this. Your miscellaneous, again, do not need to worry about it. So what we have, again, is your doors. If they wanted to select another door, you click Miami, for example. You just select OK, and that selects the new door design, and then make sure you update your wall door. If there's going to be wall cabinets, I just select that just in case, you never know. And then this one controls all of your top drawers. This is for your middle drawer, and this is for your bottom drawer. The only time you need to worry about this is obviously you can't put this design on the top drawer, it's just not enough space. So I keep this design on there, which is the vibe. It matches very well with this design, and it also matches another similar design, such as you can match it with grooved or even slat. It matches pretty well. So just keep that in mind. As far as the template goes, like I said, I'm going to update this to make sure that the defaults are better selected over here. This is the most important video to understand setting up your project. Make sure you always save, and if you have any questions, just let me know.